Is the loneliness ever so heavy that gravity screams, have you experienced being with yourself, but having nothing to rest upon? But the reality is that most of us are scared to be single. Well, what if that fear were your best teacher? What if instead of fearing being alone, it was actually the key to putting your life back together? Just visualize yourself waking up every single day without relying on anyone to complete you. Not looking for someone to approve, no longer tethered by the concept of companionship. That is not a dream. It's possible. The key? Learning to be happy alone. Why do we fear being alone? From the time we are little kids, society ingrains in us that happiness is only found when you have someone else, relationship-wise, friendship-wise, and family together too. But the reality is, those moments are few and far between. Happiness that is true, authentic, and beyond temporary comes from the inside. You see, it comes from being so competent at existing in solitude, you can revel in the experience fully. Visualize your mind as a garden. It is up to you what grows here. Having people always around you, their words, opinions, and feelings, fill your garden. But in solitude, you get to plant your own seeds then. Seeds of peace, seeds of joy, and a bonus, self-love. Solitude is not a punishment, but your canvas where the masterpiece that you are supposed to paint itself. But how do you even manage to be happy by just your lonesome self? You should probably start by changing your mind. Shift your perspective. Instead of fearing the emptiness of solitude, see it as ammunition to unveil your true nature. In those moments alone, ask yourself, who am I when the noise of the world disappears and all that's left is me by myself? What do I truly want in life? Loneliness is not your enemy. This a mirror showing you every part of yourself that has been under your bed and in the back corner of your closet. She shows you where you're still small and who needs more meat. You always rely on your courage to face your fears and overcome them. You come back better, more fierce, and twice as yourself. But this is what I learned. When you are happy by yourself, it radiates. Those complete within themselves, unneeding of outside validation, are like a moth to the flame. Why? Because they can feel your strength. They see your strength. Because suddenly you are a light, and people just love the sun. Imagine now that fear, doubt, and insecurity are simply unwelcome visitors knocking on your door. Allow them into your life. Allow this feeling to clutter up in, feel dictated by it. Alternatively, you stand your ground and say, no, not today. You have that power. You always have. Now reflect. When was the last time you sat in silence and listened to that voice inside of your head talking back at you? When was the last time you dipped into your own abyss, undistracted? This is where the happiness starts. Not with noise, not in crowds, but exile, and the sanctuary of your own dejected soul. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, our thoughts create the reality which we live. If your happiness depends upon others, you will forever need them to feel whole. However, once you figure out that you are enough and all is within, this wins a whole new level of existence. Slowly, the idea that alone and lonely seeps in. Therefore, let solitude mimic your best friend. Allow it to instruct you, direct, and reshape. Keep in mind that you are never truly alone. You have yourself. And that's more than enough. Now it's your turn. Take a deep breath. Embrace the silence. What can I learn about me today? For in that discovery lies happiness, true, unbreakable happiness, not the kind that can ever be taken from you.